Hi, Kris Hanna, Mayor of Marion, reporting on this week's council meeting. Well, there were a couple of really big issues discussed. One was finally reaching a deal on the future of the Marion Tennis Club. It was running short of members 2 or 3 years ago, but under dynamic leadership, it's really bounced back as a club. And Marion Council has been working in good faith to try and find a solution for the growing club. And here it is going to be on the old Croquet Club site. There'll be 4 courts adjacent to Sturt Road and an under-11 soccer pitch situated on the northern side, which will help the Sturt Marion Thunder Soccer Club, one of the fastest growing soccer clubs in the area. And the old Croquet Clubhouse will go, but there'll be a viewing area with storeroom and so on for the tennis club as well. Also, we're going to be establishing 2 tennis courts on the former bowling green of the Marion RSL. Most of you wouldn't even know that they had a bowling green there. But with the demise of the Marion RSL Bowling Club, many of the members of which have gone over to the Marion Bowling Club on the site where I'm standing now, there will be space for a new use, and it's going to be 2 tennis courts. So Marion Tennis Club ends up with 6 tennis courts. The RSL is happy that that empty space will be used. Soccer gets more playing area, which is badly needed. And all in all, everyone is a winner. And we're grateful too for $1.5 million promised from the state government. On to another issue, and that is the aged care services which council provides. Many people may not be aware that the Commonwealth government for many years has been providing money to the council so that the council then uses that money to provide various services for eligible older people. These include home care, meals delivered at home, cleaning, gardening, social services as well, having lunches down at the Corinda Community Centre, all sorts of things. Now, with changes to the Commonwealth law at the end of last year, it has become untenable for council to continue. The Commonwealth change to the law meant that the councillors and mayor could have been personally responsible for any shortcomings in the delivery of the services, and that was considered unacceptable by the elected members, and quite rightly so. We're not paid professionals to look after aged care services. We just want to build good things for the community and provide great services and programs for the community. That's our bread and butter. And we don't really want to get into the details of looking after aged care. So none of the people being provided with services now will lose out, in the sense that the Commonwealth has allocated new providers for all of those services which they are presently getting. So council steps out of it as an intermediary, and people will still have their providers. The Commonwealth still provides the money for eligible people, and life goes on. But council dips out of it after 30th of June. There have been a few question marks. One has been over the future of Corinda, where a cafe is run for people who attend there, and council decided this week that we'll continue with a chef to oversee meals being provided out of that kitchen for the various groups that use Corinda. Secondly, there's a question mark about the community bus. Many of you would have not known that our community buses are used to take people on great jolly trips up to the Barossa and McLaren Vale and so on, and there's some question mark about whether that will continue in the coming months. What we won't be stopping is the traditional community bus use of helping people get to appointments, shopping, recreation, community centres and so on. So with our dedicated and generous community bus volunteers, we'll continue that service for sure. And there'll be a review of the need and the ability to provide that service later this year. There's one more addition we're going to have to our normal council services. Knowing that many people have relied on the Commonwealth services, which council has actually been providing, for some time, council's going to continue an information service so that when people phone up about their new providers and so on, we'll be able to clarify the situation for them. And where relevant, transfer them to other agencies or give them help with actual council services. So that'll continue past 30th of June. Look, one final thing, a great little story about Scarborough Terrace Reserve. It's actually being done up at the moment with a great new recreation space, but it's situated in Dover Gardens next to the Patritti Winery. How amazing that the Patritti business has been going on for 100 years in metropolitan Adelaide, and Council is very happy to have Patritti in their council district. It's a great place for their wine and other produce, and also a great place for socialising for many locals who are in the know about their special Friday nights and weekend gatherings. But Council saw fit to rename Scarborough Terrace Reserve Patritti Reserve in honour of this family that has added to the prosperity of the council district for over 100 years.